Alright, welcome back to Super Ultra Budget Magic Online. Today I am playing some Standard with my blue-white Cartouche deck. This is a hand that I can work with for sure. The idea is to play cheap threats and enchant them. And then I've got some Anthem effects too, and some token producing effects. And then my only removal is the Fairgrounds Warden, which also puts a body on the floor. So super fun deck to play, super cheap to build, and it's got quite a bit of play to it. Pass the turn there. I haven't splurged for the Legion's Landing in this deck, but it does play very well in this deck also. And it's probably more likely that I'm playing against a good old Vampires deck. But we'll see. Got myself a Pouncer. I think it's only auras and equipments or vehicles when he gets around. Okay. So the Trial of Solidarity will not do it. I'm going to go ahead and swing with the cat. And adorn the Pouncer. SRAM would also be a good option here. Looks like there may be... it's probably just good old Vampire. Kind of like the way that they designed some of these recent auras. The Curious Obsession, I think there's a red one too. If you're not attacking and aggressive, then you end up having to sacrifice the aura itself, but otherwise they're kind of overpowered. This one gives me the chance to potentially draw multiple cards off of it. So, looks like my opponent's taking it. And you actually get to draw twice when you've got it on a double strike creature, which is pretty bomb-tastic. Yes. So here are two more cards. I did not manage to pull a land, so it's a good thing I got to draw a couple extra cards. I've got 1 mana available, so I'll go ahead and put this cat out from the grave and pass turn. This is a 3/1. Pay 4 life to make it indestructible. Let's see if my opponent is willing to pay 4 life to keep that. Awesome. I'm very happy to see some land here. Alright, so I've got 2 Trials of Solidarity. I've got a Fairgrounds Warden. I may want to save it for something bigger, but if I exile this, then I can be sure to get in for 4 and get a couple more cards in hand. Other potential options would be to put out Shrem and Herald, or another cat with a Herald. I think I'm going to swing here and see what I draw. Because using a Trial of Solidarity on one creature doesn't seem especially worthwhile. But I may have additional options depending on what I draw also. Awesome. Yes, I would like to draw. That sounds cool. Oh yeah. There's a couple lands. So I will cast a Mist-Cloaked Herald and an additional Adorned Pouncer. And I will pass the turn. So that sets me up to play a Trial of Solidarity on the next turn. Or a Fairgrounds Warden to pave the way. Either of which is very strong. Maybe fine. So that's going to make some tokens for my opponent. He's down to 6 already. So one is a 3/1. If I block it with the Pouncer, then that's a big temptation for them to try and salvage it. They let it go. Okay. I've got 3 trials. What do we got here? I want more white. I can exile Maverick Fine, or I can pump the team. they get a chance to block 2 of them. We haven't seen yet what my opponent is doing in blue. I'm not drawing those extra cards. Getting rid of bouncer this time. Because it was blocked. But I've still got blockers also. Because I assume this is a creature. Which puts out a team. Should be able to just swing with my merfolk. Alright, that puts me up to 5. That token has vigilance but not lifelink. So I should be able to just hop the team and swing for the win. Looks like my opponent's tapped out too. So what do I want to do with the sideboard for this? I'm not too worried about negating things. Baffling End might work great in this, but I really don't think that I need it. Exile target creature with converted mana cost 3 or less. I'm just going to leave it as is. So I've got the wrong lands for the 1-drops in hand, but otherwise it looks like a great hand. I shouldn't keep this, but I will. I am at least on the draw, which probably works better for me right here. Can't do anything with it. That's okay. Unless I wanted to enchant my opponent's creature, which would be hilarious, but not a good idea. Yes. That's what I likes to see. Pass turn there. I assume that's going on the slither blade. So, do I go for it? Vigilant. They just block me and they trade. The Fairgrounds Warden isn't really worth playing right now. And the Trial of Solidarity isn't really worth playing right now. This is kind of an odd spot to be. But I'll pass the turn for now. Might as well attack. They don't want to trade down for this right now. Probably not. Alright. Go wide. So now I can actually afford a trial and a curious obsession. So they would have to double block to get it. And that might be more helpful before they start pumping their team. So I'm going to try it and we'll see how it goes. They can double block and take it out. Taking it, so I do get a card. That's nice. I've got plenty of land, which is not a terrible place to be. A lot of my cards actually draw me cards, plus having the trials with cartouches ends up being card advantage as well. So now there is something that is worth exiling. I do want to exile me from Fine. Those are flyers, so got plenty of land. real sure if my opponent realizes how many cards I'm drawing or not. Ooh, they've got some card advantage of their own. I'd really like a blue cartouche right here. That would allow me to draw a card and get my Trial of Solidarity back. And the flying would come in handy. Well, I don't get it back because they managed to fragmentize it. I'm still happy to get Touche there. Which one to put it on? How about this one? Because it's playing offense and defense, which is helpful when they've got all of their flyers. Land. Alright. 1, 2, 3. I wonder if they would try to double block me. Yes, it's the ability, and I am very happy to have something to cast. Conquistador. I can get a fistful of those. Make as much tokens as they cast them. So that's not terrible. I'm wondering what sort of anthem effects they may or may not have. The creature type on this soldier. This is a human scout. This one is also a vampire soldier. That's a lot of tokens they got out now. Not attacking yet. So, I go these. I Swing with that one. Swing with that one, it'll get killed. And I can actually afford to eternalize it, which is not a terrible thing right here. There's no sense in attacking with the Fairgrounds Warden yet. You have an awful lot of blocking options. Looks like they realized that I was wanting my Adorned Pouncer to go down, or else they were trying to save all of theirs for some sort of big alpha strike. Yes, I will use the ability. And I will cast another Pouncer. And a Sacred Cat. Pass turn. Ah, there's their anthem. It's the Dunes. I forgot about that. Okay. So that pumps everybody. Threw at least 3 in the air. That's 9. They got me. Game 3. Baffling and Ixalan's Binding might actually be kind of cool. It's so expensive though. I'll work with what I've got for now. I'll be on the play. I've got plenty of lands. I've got stuff to cast. I'm very happy with this starting hand. That would have been pretty hilarious if I had to settle the wreckage to play. dress the cat though. So I'll do that. Embalm the cat. So they don't have a battlefield, which is alright by me. Yes, I will use ability. Best turn there. So my opponent's got 2 lands out and 6 cards in hand. They didn't put anything out on turn 2. So it could just be that they're not curving out. My guess is that they're putting out a Kitcher's Monument on this turn. How do you like them apples? I always forget that the Trial of Solidarity gives my stuff vigilance. It's a nice bonus. I'm just flooding today. Well, if they were just waiting for that monument to cast the smaller creatures in hand. Cartouche is great. I guess I can put it on. The cat is in exile. It would be nice to have a little thicker density of threats as opposed to all the enchantments and auras. Vanguard. And my opponent has the City's Blessing now. I probably should have brought in some Dusk to Dawn action. Now that I think about it, although all of their creatures are so small too. Don't have a creature. So I may have to adjust the creature count in this deck. I've got at least 16 of them that I can think of right offhand. I've got all 4 of the 1 mana, or I'm sorry, all 8 1 mana unblockables. I've got 8 cats, and those come back from the grave too. I'm trying to think if I have more creatures than that. I may have a copy of Stram in here. Cartouche with nothing to stick it on. Alright. Alright, I've got a creature. I'm thinking that my opponent might have some removal for it. So what I'm gonna do is just put Cartouche on it. Doesn't matter which order these are in. And I've got another land for next turn. I will leave my Flying Slitherblade as is for now. So let's see. That's going to give it plus. So I didn't cast it all yet. Looks like enough to win the game. Especially if they're willing to dump a Shafet dude to the next turn. I've got to stop the Vanguard. Azor. Alright. Some big mana stuff, and it costs 2 less because of the monument. Or 1 less, I think. I take 4. I'm still dead. Alright, thanks for watching.